Hey everyone, welcome back to Active Self-Protection Extra here at C2 Tactical in Scottsdale with my friend Destiny. My friend who is a strong accuracy first shooter, all right? I'm an accuracy first shooter as well, but I've worked very hard to overcome that a little bit and try to not balance speed with precision, but add speed to my accuracy. And I'm relatively quick, okay? Relatively speaking. Destiny is quicker than most, but I've got a drill today to help her to build a little bit more speed with enough accuracy to make her little accuracy first heart happy. Today's video is sponsored by Vici Tactical Belts. This belt is the belt that I wear in formal or professional attire. I really like it and I recommend it highly. It's made out of real leather with a solid stainless steel belt buckle. You can see it is quite rigid vertically, but it has good torsional flexibility, which is exactly what you want for a great concealed carry belt. Works great in professional environments, formal wear, all the way down to casual wear too. It's the belt that I wear in formal attire like a suit. I recommend it highly. Please check them out at the link below. Why do you think this is so important to you, to be so accurate?
John, there's not enough time or alcohol to explain all of that. But it's just who I am. The bitch in my head tells me it's gotta be perfect.
Gotta be perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect is almost good enough.
Yeah.
Right? And we've talked about this. I'm married to an incredible woman who also, 98% is almost passing, right? Almost there. Why wouldn't you just work for that extra 2%? Because 98% is an A+. Would you just give me the A for God's sake? So sometimes we've had those conversations. And then every once in a while, sometimes, hey, the extra 2%, it's not all that much work. So just do it the right way. Marriage, that's not what this video is about. But here's the thing. When we are working on our shooting procedures here, we got to recognize what's more important, speed or accuracy?
Speed, both.
So both, right? And people say, well, you got to balance speed and accuracy. Heck no, I don't want to balance them, man. I want a full bucket of both. I want to be dead accurate and perfectly accurate as I possibly can be with all the speed I can possibly muster, right? But what I think people are saying there is you've got to recognize that if I can get an anatomically significant hit, there's not much difference between hitting the button here and hitting a 5-inch circle here, right? That it's going to put a hole in a vital area and have the same effect. And to hit the button will take me a lot longer than being happy anywhere in here. So I think the number one way to work on this is up drills, is recognizing, hey, I am coming up here into a spot and going to work from there. Two ways that we can work on this. We're going to work on the most simple one first, then we'll work on the little bit more complicated one second. Come down here to the targets because Destiny and I are going to talk really briefly about one of the ways that actually I know helps her. Come on, come on. And one of the things that helps you is a mess.
That's right.
Why?
Because I don't have to be the one, I don't have to worry about what stands out. Otherwise, I'm looking at if it's a fresh target and I hit one here and one here, that's not okay.
That's perfectly okay because A and A, okay?
But it just gives me the freedom.
Y'all got to recognize the range next door they're using for some qualifications. You're going to hear it. It's okay. You can still hear me, right? It's cool. We're on a range. On a range, people shoot. It's good. Now, Destiny, what about one like this? I've gave you a couple of Charlies, so it's already messed up.
I feel a little less good about it.
A little less good?
But it's better than a fully clean one.
It's better than a fully clean target. So guess what we're going to do with Destiny? We're going to start over here. Right? Now we know we've got some rightward pushes, which is probably John. A couple of low ones here. We've got some places we've shot other stuff, right? So we're going to start here, and here's all we're going to do. Let's go back to the 7-yard line. So all we're going to do is we are going to up drill this particular issue, right? So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to put my ears on, and I'm going to show you. Okay, so we've got a target, and you know what I'm going to do? This one is chewed up really good. That one a little bit less. So I'm going to shoot this other one to chew it up a little bit better for you, okay?
All right.
And give you that guy. So all I'm going to start at the start here is the gun is out, and I'm going to bring it down here to a low ready position. Now that low ready position is down at the base of the targets, Okay? So when I choose to, my goal here is to bring the gun up and break the shot as soon as it's anywhere in the A. My goal is A, but anywhere A, all right? And to be fast. My goal here is to be fast. So at the very start of this one, I'm actually gonna have my finger on the trigger, and when I choose to come up, and you notice there, you know the funny part there, did you see where that one hit?
Is that right in the middle?
I hit the A. I actually touched the A on that one. Okay?
It's not helping me, John.
Now, all I'm saying here is I can see my dot actually in my peripheral vision at the bottom here. So I had the gun up here where I could see it. I bring it down where my dot is still in my peripheral view. Finger is on the trigger up, and there it comes. Cool. So all I'm trying to do here is as soon as the dot comes up in there, oh, now that one went high because I let it swing high. Good. As I'm trying to track the dot now, I'm gonna actually try to ambush just a little bit better. There was one that I liked a little bit. And trying there to say, how soon can I let it go? Okay, so my win here is not how accurate, it's how soon. Okay, come and try. Okay, is your dot, so you see your dot in the target.
Yep.
Now lower the dot down to a low ready position. Okay, your finger's on the trigger. Now, when you make the decision, I want that gun to come up as fast as you can and make a hit. Good, you got a malfunction or you broke it.
Let's see.
It happens. I'm gonna go get the timer to mess with you. Do that a couple times.
Don't get the timer.
Oh yeah.
Whoa,
Nice.
that's hard.
Nice work. It's hard mentally.
Yes.
Okay, now we're gonna give Destiny something else to be excellent at, right?
That's good.
Because she wants to be excellent because that's her little brain that says I have to be the very best at everything. And now the best at everything is the one who is fastest. Okay. Now let's verify here and validate. Gosh, man, I wish that I had brought my glasses. Okay, we're ready. An instant start time. So, how fast can I get this alpha? It's a good question. You ready? Stand by. Woo, we came up there in .40. That's pretty quick. That's not too shabby, okay? Now, I think you can probably cut that down to about 3.3.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Huh? Another alpha? Ooh, 3.9. 3.9, so now you're in the threes, but you're like, darn it, those 600s make me so mad, right? Okay, here we go again. You ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Yeah, and I love that one, 3.6. So you cut 400ths off of there. Now I want your ears, I want you to reach out for the beep. I want you to just thinking, you're a prisoner and the beep sets you free. Go, right? Ready?
Okay.
Stand by. Just rocket ship there at 3.7, okay? 3.7, because she's actually moving the gun, is about as fast as humanly possible. Let's go ahead and holster up. Now, how hard is that for you to be focused on the speed rather than focused on the accuracy?
Very.
But you did it.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you think you can repeat that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're going to do the opposite side. So before we were coming down here, we were at a low ready and our dot is in there. Now, we're just going to start from this position here. The way that Miss Destiny struggles with this as an accuracy first shooter, as somebody who was taught to aim the gun and then trigger the gun, is to prep the trigger as the trigger comes out, as the gun finishes out, okay? So from here, again, we are going to drive, and as soon as we see it, we finish. So we have to prep first, because otherwise we're going to bash that trigger really hard and then drive the accuracy where we don't want. So if we're watching, there it is, and as soon as I see it, I let it fly. Okay, there, as soon as I saw it, I let it finish, okay? There, as soon as I saw it, off it went, all right? So there it was, as soon as I see it, I gotta let it fly. Why don't you try a couple times?
You're just coming from here?
Yeah, I'm just coming from there, finger on the trigger, because I'm trying to prep it so that it is ready to finish when I see my sight. Good. Love the no hesitation there. Finger on the trigger. Now, again, what we're really talking about here is that we've already made a decision to fire, right? So that as we drive the gun out, prepping our trigger makes sense.
Right.
Good, no hesitation, like that. How's that feeling to you?
It's good. It's different. I'm not used to it. I'm watching that. I had one Charlie, and I'm trying to just get the bitch to shut up and not.
All right, let's do
So I say I'm struggling, so you pull out the pen.
Yeah, we're going to make
why
it harder
not?
for you.
Sure. Yeah, that
sure.
makes sense.
Perfect, right?
why
Because
we're
now we have an
friends.
objective measure. So now instead of just being accurate, now, wait a minute, am I fast? Okay? Because here's Destiny's problem. So Destiny's like, oh no, I got to keep up with John all the time. Because she assumes that the amount of gun school and the amount of practice that she's done, which has been pretty significant over the last year, matches the practice and training that I've done over the last decade. And it should, and she should be at least as good as I am. Right?
Okay, but Mrs. Asp came in here, who shoots like what, twice a year,
And
she kicks some ass.
But she was trained by Neil. So,
right.
I mean, she's got Neil, training in her blood.
In her blood.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Stand by. Beautiful, love that. Okay, .79 from there. Now, I notice you kind of slowed, so you did like an 80-20 is here and then bang, okay? How much of that had the dot in it?
I think right there I started with the dot. Just as soon as I started driving forward, I had the dot.
All right. I want to see, can I prep so that, that's just the instant I see the dot somewhere in there, the instant I see it, because I bet you've got about 2/10.
Yeah, I think for sure. I think I saw it, and then, so there was a little, yeah.
So good. So we've got some capabilities, right?
Yeah.
All right, you ready? Finger on trigger because we're ready for it. Stand by. So that was a .64. She's not super happy with the borderline low left Charlie, okay? But it's a Charlie, okay, we're still, so that was a success. If you never let the wheels fall off or wobble a little bit, you'll never push past those plateaus. So take that, and that was not a fail. That was, oh, good. Did you see the dot?
Yeah.
So you saw it, it just drove a little bit different, right? But when you saw it, you let it fly. Take the win.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Ready.
Stand by. Nice, nice. Now, .75 there, which I like that time. Again, did you sense the slowing down to verify?
Yeah.
That one you were like, no, I'm going to get an A this time, right? Ready for another one?
Yep.
Stand by. Yeah, I like your lack of hesitation on that one. .73, and that's a pretty good lack of hesitation. I really like that. Yeah, that would probably equate to around a 1.25 for shot, which is pretty darn good. Okay. Now I know you're capable of sub-second draw.
Yeah.
So we've done it before.
Right.
Okay. So that means this needs to get to the 5s.
Okay.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Stand by. There's.
Oh, I threw that way left.
Yeah. Okay. So you had a delta, but those happened. Did you see any dot?
I think I hit the wall before I saw the dot. I was just trying to get out of the verifying.
So all I want you to recognize here is that, okay, so at a .62, right? So a quarter second of that is your reaction time to the beep.
Mm-hmm.
So you're really looking at a 3.5, so only 35 hundredths of a second to get to here. So you're working at sub-second draw times because it's going to take you 7.5 to get to this and then the last third to get to the other one. So you're doing great. Okay, so that number is a really good number because it includes your reaction time to the beep. Okay. So it's not like you would add that to the .6 or .7 it would take you to get here.
Can we do another one so I can knock it so I can get over to that alpha?
Okay, so what I want is I don't want an alpha, I want faster.
Okay.
I want faster.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes.
Stand by. There it was. There it was. .53. Okay. Now again, borderline Charlie on the right. Okay, so it is I think just barely a Charlie, but right at the alpha on the right. This will make you faster. Okay, but that last one where you say no, I want it to go faster. I need to go fast. For you who are accuracy first, now there's you who are speed first shooters like Neil. Don't do this drill. Okay, you need to do the opposite drill. Somebody who's a speed first shooter, I'll do this beep beep beep, but if they don't get an alpha, they don't get to see what they did. So their dopamine hit comes, ooh, I'm fast.
Right.
Right. So a speed first shooter, So I beep, Charlie, nope, you don't get to see it. You don't get no dopamine. You don't get any love for that. That was a fail. So that's how we help them curb the speed to make sure that they can see and get enough hit, right? But for somebody who's an accuracy first shooter, no, Ricky Bobby, I want you going faster. I want you to let the wheels wobble a little bit until you feel comfortable with the wheels wobbling. Then in a real gunfight, we just pull in just enough where the wheels aren't wobbling anymore. Then I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
Right? Think that should help you if you're an accuracy first shooter. Go run drills like this. They'll help you. Good shooting today.